Hello and welcome. This video is designed to give you an understanding of how to find your WordPress installation directory. Over the next few minutes, we will explain what the WordPress installation directory is and how it relates to your FTP path. Here we can see the document root. We'll come back to this. We've created 3 FTP accounts. The first FTP account is demo@testtransferito1namebureau.com. If we look at the base directory we use as our FTP path, it is the full path on the server to the document root. The second FTP account we create is test@testtransferito1namebureau.com. The base directory we use is not the full path of the document root, but still allows us access. The last FTP account created is based at testtransferito1namebureau.com. The base directory used here is the highest level of access we can get on our server for our hosting account. This allows us to access all subdirectories on our server. We will now show you how each FTP account that we have just created relates to the document root of this domain. So, let's start by entering our FTP details for the FTP account, base at testtransferito1namebureau.com. Once your FTP details are validated, you will see the directory selector. As this is our base FTP account, when we scroll through the directories using the scroll bar in the directory selector, we can see that we have access to all the directories in our hosting account. Now, let's have a look at the document root that is associated with the domain. We'll bring Notepad into view so that we remind ourselves of the document root. Our WordPress installation directory is 7 directories deep. So let's navigate to the correct directory. We'll click on Additional, Test, Files, New Site, Staging, 2, then Demo Site, until we get to the correct directory. This is our correct WordPress installation directory. Now click Continue. Once we validate your directory is correct, the database detail screen will load. Here we can see that the selected directory is the same as the document root. Let's go back to the FTP screen. Let's now change our FTP username from base at testtransferito1namebureau.com to test@testtransferito1namebureau.com. Then click Continue. When the directory selector loads, the starting point is the same as the FTP path used when creating the test FTP account. Let's click on Test, then Files, New Site, Staging 2, then Demo Site, until we get to the correct directory. As you can see, we no longer have the additional directory in the path. Click Continue. When your WordPress installation directory is validated, the database screen will load. The selected directory is not the same as the document root. It's relative to the base directory we used when creating our FTP account. Let's go back to the FTP screen. We'll change test@testtransferito1namebureau.com to demo@testtransferito1namebureau.com. Click Continue. The directory selector will load once your FTP details are validated. When we created the demo FTP account, we used the document root as our base directory, so the directory selector should be empty. Perfect. Let's click Continue. When your WordPress installation directory is validated, the database screen will load. The selected directory is a .dot, which translates to the root directory.